I'm Ms Hearn. Let's get started.
All right, now sometimes we'll just show you a picture of a line and ask you what's the slope. So you also, you have a couple of options here. One way is to actually find two pairs of coordinates and plug into the formula. But in this case, it should be much easier than that because we can just see how much rise over run we have. I'm going to just randomly pick 2 points that lie on, integers that look like integers. So it looks like this graph goes through this point and this point. Now, before I use the formula, I'm going to just try to visualize the rise over the run. And there's more than one way to do this, but no matter how you do it, you're going to come to the same conclusion. Okay, so for example, if I look at these 2 points, and let's say I decide to start here and end here. Okay, then how do I get there in terms of horizontal and vertical change? Well, I would start at the top. I'd have to go down. How many units down? Down 4, good. And then I'm going to go which direction? Good, to the right 2. Okay, so then thinking of slope as rise over run, down and to the left are always negative, up and to the right are always positive. So we're going to say the rise is actually -4 and the run is +2. Dividing that, that's going to give me a slope of -2. On the other hand, another person may have looked at this and picked different points entirely, maybe this point, and maybe they decide to start down here and end up here. Okay, so what would the rise over run look like in that case? So I'm doing in blue now. Yep, and then to the left 1. Up 2 is your rise, and to the left 1. So the slope could also be thought of, rise over run, as +2 over -1, which is also -2. And then finally, another person might pick 2 points on the graph, actually look at the coordinates and do a calculation. So maybe a person comes along and they're looking at these 2 points and they say, okay, this is the point -3, 4. And this is the point 1, -4. And they say, I'm going to do slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And they say, okay, let's let the -3, 4 be my x1, y1. And the 1, -4 be my x2, y2. We're going to plug in. We get -4 minus 4 over x2 is 1 minus x1 is -3. Be careful with your signs. That's going to be a -8 over a +4, which is still -2. All right, so a lot of flexibility on how you approach the problem. You're still going to come to the same conclusion as long as you follow the correct step. All right, what happens when we have a graph like this one and we're asked to determine the slope? It's 0, that's right. Anytime you have a horizontal line, the slope is 0. And I can actually prove it to you because let's say I pick the point -2, 2 to be my x1, y1, and I pick the point 3, 2 to be my x2, y2. Then what would the formula look like? M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I don't like all this red here. All right, which is going to be 2 minus 2 over 3 minus -2. That's 0 over 5. And 0 divided by any number is 0. So you get a slope of 0 that way. But we should know that anytime you have a horizontal line always has a slope of 0. Because no matter which 2 points you pick, the 2 y values are going to be the same, so your numerator, your rise, is going to be 0.
I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. That helps other students to find the video.